Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The run inside, it's Cobb. Still on his feet at the 45. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers! The extra point here would tie the game.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running inside. It's Lacey. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Might be changing the route. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. And the Rebels in the hurry up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the...
There's some room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Great job by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Turns it loose. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
That's caught. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big.
Got it. Trying to get it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The run inside. It's Lacey. And he's knocked down. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And his throw is incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Using his legs, it's Cobb. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Snags it, and there's running room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Makes it past the marker. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Brown will throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Kane. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get them a first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He'll pull it down. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lacey. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to the end zone. Wideout trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Running inside, it's Cobb. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Brown wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Washington. And he's brought down after a nice game. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
The keeper on the option. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The play action fake. They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Miller. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Finds his man. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand.
Snap to the up man. It's a fake. Smashes through the tackle. He's loose. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Talk about a play call working just as it's designed. You could tell, man, they worked on that one a ton.
You can tell they worked on it and worked on it, but do you have the testicular fortitude to call it in a big moment like this? And you do. In a game, in real-life drills, and it works? My goodness, what a call.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Rebels. Took it all the way back to the house.
And the offense goes at it again. He's already got 5 catches, Jesse. So this quarterback, he looks like he's locking in on this guy. And the defense, I think they kind of got a clue and made a big play.
You're absolutely right, David. As a quarterback, you got to be careful. You don't predetermine who you're going to throw to. This guy's been uncoverable so far. So I get it. You want to get him more touches, but you have to let the coverage dictate who gets the football. Give the defender credit that time. He knew where the ball was going. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay for it, taking it all the way to the house.
The Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Turning it on! They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away, doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Minnesota taking on the number 10 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the home team engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Brown wants to pass. Gets it to the back. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Cobb. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Give to the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Auburn going to work with another first down. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. Now on the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
This is an offense that takes a lot of pride in their third down execution. They've done an outstanding job of that here in this drive. They've got the lead. We're in the third quarter. And they're thinking to themselves, we can ice this thing if we can score another touchdown. We can put so much pressure on the opponent if we keep converting these third downs. Really good job there by the QB in this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Miller. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Fighting off the defender. There's a crease. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from the us.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Alexander. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Might have a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. On target. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Off play action. Quarterback moving. Powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's.
And the ball is free on the pitch. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Quick release on the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Could be an alley. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So here comes the Auburn offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Brown wants to pass. Stepping to the right. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Yeah, and that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Got it down the field. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quick.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding you just got to jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Brown will throw it, buying some time as he moves left. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll try it again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. A third down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. All
right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.